by shedding 6 times.
What is going on, horror gang? Welcome to my Shot 'em 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host, Marcus. Please be sure to shoot that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as well as hit that like button on the stream. The more likes we get, the more views we possibly can get. So smash that like button on that on this stream for sure. Greatly appreciate the support. Usually today would be Throwback Thursday, where I would pick a movie and we have a live discussion about it, detailing what we like about the movie, etc. However, couple of my loyal subscribers thought we were going to do a watch party. So I said, you know what the hell with it? Let's do a watch party. For the simple fact is, I missed yesterday's watch party, which I usually go on Wednesday. I obviously didn't go yesterday. I had some other things I had to take care of in terms of setting up a Patreon account. We'll have more details about that eventually later. I want to make sure everything's touched up on that. You know what I mean? Before I really release any details, even though I do have it linked to my YouTube, you know what I mean, already. I just want to just kind of spruce everything up, make sure everything is good. So that if anybody wants to become a Patreon member, everything's, ready and set to go the way I want it to, be set. But as I said, this is Throwback Thursday. We're turning it into a watch party showcasing Stephen King's classic Children of the Corn. I mean, classic movie. Really love this movie. The whole setting of it is showcasing, a whole cult of violent kids, religious kids who take over their town. And, a couple played by Peter Horton and Linda Hamilton, who played Bert and Vicky, are, going cross country, whatever, on their way on a trip and happen to break down in this desolated town of in Nebraska. And all hell breaks loose, and these kids are no joke. And what I before we start the movie, what I want to say, what I really appreciate about this movie, it wasn't just a bunch of little kids. You had like teenagers, like kind of almost adult like kids in this movie, so it made it that much more believable. But all right, we're about to get this bad boy started. I already know Val and Conrad, you guys in here. Thank you guys for showing up. I greatly appreciate it. We're about to get this bad boy started. No, Val. Yesterday was not your fault, honestly, because I should have went and did another live stream or whatever for another watch party. But like I said, I actually decided, you know what? Let me work on getting this Patreon account set up. Let me make sure everything's, set and square with that because I did want to get that straightened up. I wanted to get a couple other live streams set up, you know, get them set up ahead of time. So, yesterday was kind of like a day off for me to a degree just to get some other stuff done. So it definitely wasn't your fault, Val. And we're making up for it tonight. Comrade says, "At work last night, bro. You're good." Heard that, buddy. Heard that. Popcorn ready. All right. I know you guys are ready, but we're still going to do a little countdown. So we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Bam. And we're going to have to turn it down, though, because Lord knows don't want YouTube hitting me with the copyrights. That's one thing about YouTube that a lot of people don't know is that you could be sitting there, because I'd be doing a live commentary for a fight. Let's say I'm watching a UFC fight and I decided to do live commentary. If your volume is up to the point where they can make out the words in the background, they will flag you and cut you off. It's happened to me before, so I would know. Here we are with the opening credits. Creepy ass music. Love it. This spawned so many sequels too. And in all honesty, I enjoyed the first two sequels after this one, the number 2 and number 3. But then after that, I kind of feel like it, kind of went off the rails. Then it started doing straight to video and then sci-fi and stuff like that. However, I know there is There's a remake that was supposed to be released during the pandemic, but because obviously the pandemic, you know, throttled a lot of projects that had to be put on the back burner. But I do know that they're supposed to be releasing it within, I want to say, the next year. So we'll see. There's not much information on it. I've tried looking it up. There's a pretty nip tuck about the movie, about the new movie. Oh yeah, absolutely, Conrad. That is a great tip. I like the kid Job. He did a good job narrating too. Oh, man, this shit is rough. Malachi. I have a friend who looked just like Malachi. it's
Yeah.
it's crazy. And there he is, Isaac. Oh, John Franklin. Fucking John Franklin was such a creepy little fuck. Like you couldn't have picked a better person to play the Isaac role, in my opinion. Here we go, sizing them all up. Sarah's drawing it all out in her, in her book. Man, like yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, just seeing because I haven't watched this movie in a while. Seeing Isaac's like stare is just oh man, it's so creepy. Like he has such a perfect sinister stare. I love it. There you go, pulling out all the sharp objects out of their fucking pockets and all types of shit. Ah, felt that on my throat. Oh God, that's got to be rough as fuck, especially as a kid, sitting there watching your parents and all the other locals, other kids' parents and grandparents get murdered right before your eyes. It's a tough deal, man. It's crazy. Conrad says, I have a cousin named Malachi. Does he look like Courtney Gaines? If he looks like Courtney Gaines, you might be in some trouble, Conrad. uh, Val says, those kids freak me out. I know, right? Definitely. Especially Isaac. Like I said, you could not have picked a better person to play Isaac, in my opinion, or Malachi. They did such a great job with the casting, especially like with the leaders of the kids. Like, I really honestly don't think you can find two better actors to play that role. And they haven't been able to do it yet. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I enjoyed two and three, but nothing tops this one. Nothing tops the OG Children of the Corn out of that entire series. Oh hell yeah, Conrad! The music is just like, mwah. It is so eerie. It has that religious factor into it too, so it makes it even creepier. Like Ghostface Fanatic, what's up, my friend? How you doing tonight? We turn this into a watch party. Usually this would be like a live conversation, just chatting about the movie. But if you want to watch the movie, but if you want to pop on the movie, but right now I'm at 6:34. And we are watching Children of the Corn Ghostface. Young Linda Hamilton. Woke his ass right up. Oh, that was a good one. So thoughtful. Yes, Conrad. Yep. 84. It's a fact. So put it on the map. That is a hard ass lighter. Well, at least it looks like a lighter to me. Start bopping real quick. That's funny. That bird's just like, man, look, I'm going to fuck back to sleep. Like shit. I know, right? I trust me, Conrad. I see, it's the I gotta go fix my lighting. I'm just kind of being lazy right now. Because now Young got me all comfortable watching this movie. But you know what? Now that is bugging me. Give me a second. There we go. It's a little bit better than what it was. I ain't gonna lie. What it is too is I gotta iron this bad boy, or something like fold it out real good too. It's getting a little crinkly for me moving it around different spots and stuff. It was Nebraska, Gatlin, Nebraska, home of the Cornhusker. Man, such desolated. Like, talk about poverty, man. That's fucking poverty right there. Oh man, poor kid. Got to give credit to the kids for the job they did in this movie too. These kids were pretty mature for their ages, to carry on such a big role. Cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in your eye. Man, I remember that. Ghostface Fanatic, yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, absolutely classic for sure, classic. As I was saying before you came in, Ghostface, I know they're supposed to be. They have one already. Like it's, I guess the movie's done. They're just tweaking it, but a remake is supposed to be happening. But I just feel like for a movie like this, you need somebody who's going to put the budget behind it and get some real quality actors and put it back on the fucking big screen for it to have any real impact. Like you got to do this justice. You can't just keep giving it to sci-fi and fucking platforms like that. Like especially because this original one is it's a classic, man. Like it's one of the greatest horror movies of all time, in my opinion. And especially for the time it was in, it was so fresh. You know what I mean? And you can honestly say this spawned the kind of whole kids being like a cult following, Village of the Damned, movies like that. Like this inspired movies like that. Children of the Damned, I think it was called too. There's another one like that. Village of the Damned, there was another one. And it was all revolved around kids either being possessed and being a cult or basically a cult, some shit like that. This score is amazing though. It's another classic. I mean, listen, let me tell you guys something. What makes a horror movie classic as well, it's not just the villains and the actors portraying the roles. It's the fucking music. It is. It's the sounds we hear in the background. It increases the intensity. Oh man, poor kid. There's Malachi. Hmm. Damn. Sad. The theme to Suspiria creeps me the hell out. I've heard of Suspiria, and I've You have to dabble into that. I'll have to check it out. Mm, damn. Finished them off for him. It's crazy. Like, see, and another reason why this movie was so successful, you know what I mean, too, because look who they had on the screen: Peter Horton and fucking and Linda Hamilton, who at their time was high profile, actors. Especially Linda, being that she was hot because the Terminator. This is a prime example when you put yeah, exactly, Val. Halloween is a perfect example of that. Yes, because I don't know if you guys heard about this, but when John Carpenter first took Halloween, to get it test screened or whatever, the critics who were at the test screening originally said they hated it. It was disgusting, it was horrible because it was so boring because there was no music, there was no sound. You know what I mean? And then when John went back and did a score, and then took it back to those same people, they loved it. The score is so pivotal. It helps with the suspense, especially if it's a good one. Boy, Bert, and that tire iron. I remember when they did the one when Isaac returned. It was called Children of the Court 666, Isaac's Return. And I was happy to see John Franklin back in it. They fucking butchered that. And I mean, you should have known that was going to happen, being that was straight to video and like sci-fi, but still, when you got Isaac coming back, like you got to do big. You got to go big, and they just fumbled it for sure. Malachi has no fucking fear, man. He gives no fucks, and that's why I like him. I'm not gonna lie, he's just straight ruthless, like ruthless. He's a ruthless chivato. He gives no fucks. He rolls right up on people, ready to murk. And then the background and the setting, like how you can see it's starting to get dark out, like the clouds like the clouds are rolling in. I always thought that was a good shot in the background. See Malachi's shadow on the side of the car. Oh hell yeah, Ghostface! Absolutely, this is a classic. Yes, I like Stephen King's movies for the most part too. Ghostface. Love the original Pet Cemetery for sure. I love how they have my boy Herman Munster in that movie. Fred Gwynn. Yeah, Fred Gwynn. Yes, Val. Yeah, I was just talking to Bob earlier. Me and Bob have I already have Slasher Sunday set, and I'm doing a special on Saturday for NXT pay-per-view wrestling with Bobby's breakdowns. He's going to be on the stream as well. Bobby had asked if I would, want to do a wrestling stream with him because he's a big wrestling fan and it would help get his channel some notoriety. So I said, yeah, sure, why not? Always talk about helping fellow content creators out. So that's what I'm here to do as well. You know what I mean? And plus, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a wrestling geek myself, so it goes hand in hand. Fits like a glove. But yes, Val, I have talked to Bob. I talked to him earlier. I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably a few seconds behind you guys because I'm watching it on Tubi or whatever. Them ads are killer. And the crazy thing is, I have this movie on DVD, but I just don't feel like having a root, like because I don't have my DVD player set up. I usually just use my streaming platforms. And if you wonder why I don't have my DVD set up, it's because I'm actually in the process of moving, so certain things are packed away. Good call, Bert. I need a cigarette myself. Oh yeah, they saw you, girl. Ghostface Fanatic. The 1990 film by Stephen King was my favorite Pennywise movie. I don't like the new ones. The actor isn't for me. I like Tim Curry. I love Tim Curry. I like Bill Skarsgård as well. I thought he did a good job. As if you're asking for somebody to play that role in a remake, I thought he did a pretty good job filling that role. He ain't Tim Curry, but he held his own. And I liked the original remake. I mean, the reboot or whatever you want to call it, the first one. The second one kind of it was okay. It kind of, fell flat, especially towards the end for me. So, but yeah, Tim Curry, the old school one is the best for sure. Ghostface. Excuse me. Now I haven't seen him since Saturday, so I was just checking in on him. Oh, huh, that's odd. I'm surprised he hasn't been in much of the live streams. I think he was in Cravens the other night. I think. Yeah, yeah, Monday night. I think because I passed out. It was like 2 hours into the live stream, and I was in the chats and stuff. And then I ain't gonna lie, I was just listening to these guys. I ended up crashing. Man, Isaac is that dude. Uh-oh, a little bit of a lag. It wouldn't be one of my live streams without a little lag. I think it's a ritual, so I'm about to just start embracing it. Dino, what's up, buddy? Oh, you're good, buddy. Dino, if you want to pop on the movie, we're doing the watch party. It turned into a watch party. It was supposed to just be a live discussion, but I didn't go live yesterday for a watch party, so I owe you guys one anyway. But I'm time stamped at 27:19. If you guys want to, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure you guys are a few seconds ahead of me because I run into ads. So if you guys in the chat want to give him y'all timestamp, you guys can go ahead. Oh, poor old man. He didn't deserve to die. Other than Vicky and Bert, he was like the last real adult hope. And even he wasn't trying to fuck with them. They basically granted him immunity for as long as they wanted to, as long as he didn't tell nobody about them. And the crazy thing is, he didn't say anything about them, and they still killed the poor guy. I ain't got no gas. I like how he just, I ain't got no gas. Oh yeah, we had a. I ain't got no gas. Such a dick. That was good. Hmm. He sent some. Okay, Dino says, "What's up, everyone? I'm at work, anyways." Oh, okay, you're good, man. Hey, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it, buddy. How's your night at work going, Dino? Hopefully, it's going good, man. Hope you ain't working too hard. Hopefully, it's a chill night. It's fucked up. They didn't have to kill him. I will say this: I love how you get a clear how the clouds are rolling in like that, and how the wind is just starting to pick up. I love that shot. That was good cinematography. It's kind of like you feel a spiritual being casting over you. Ghostface. I heard them talk about that the other night, Ghostface, and bro, that was some sly shit. I gotta give it to you. I tip my hat. Like, good shit, man. I thought that when I heard that, I was dying in here. I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." Got him. Got him. Good shit. Pretending to be Matthew Lillard, dropped $100 chats to the point they're like, "Wait, is this really Matthew Lillard?" It's great. Yeah, man. Dino says, "Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks, man. It was super chill just trying to finish up and go home, especially now I'm trying to join in with y'all." I know that's right, buddy. Sorry, we're gonna be here for a little bit, dude. We're gonna talk about it after the movie too. So we're gonna be here for a little bit. See, that's how you know it had gotten to the point with these kids where they just it was just like all bets are off. We even when the old head says, I kept our bargain just like always, and they still kill him. Like they got into this shit deep. He who walks behind the rose had them locked in tight, or as I like to call him, the big slime. Or a dog. That's fucked up too. You ain't have to kill a dog. Shit. Seeing that shit makes me want to call my dog over and hug him. It's fucked up. I give it to the old man though. He went out on his shield. He wasn't gonna back down from him. Once he realized it was what it was and they was coming for him, he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go out swinging." I'm still moving into the area around the area, Dean. Ghostface. I'm not moving out of PA yet. Trust me, that's the goal within the next couple years at least, though. It is for sure. I mean, nothing against my hometown. It's just it's time for a change of scenery. But as of right now, I just got to kind of stay put local wise. However, I will say, especially if I get this place that I want to get, it will be in a much nicer area. That music when the old man's charging, that score when the old man's charging him and he's about to die. That shit is just sends chills. Oh man, that's a good question. That's a good question, Ghost Face Fanatic. I'm I've I have a couple of friends in North Carolina. I have a couple friends in Florida. I have family in Florida, so ah, but I kind of feel like that would be like so cliche. You know what I mean? Like I'll put it this way. I'll weigh out my options. All I can say is this: it has to be a non-Commonwealth state. It has to be a non-Commonwealth state. I don't want to live in another Commonwealth state. Don't want to go through it. Hell, if I had the money to afford it, I'd move out to Vegas. But far away from that yet. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me catch up. Dino says this movie traumatized me as a kid. Ain't no way I was going near any cornfields as a kid. See, that's crazy because when I was a kid and I moved to Shippensburg, PA, with my mom and my dad or whatever, right where we lived in the basically the development we lived, they had basically this big ass field and it was a cornfield. Creepy for sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. I took a chance and walked through it. Was I scared? Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Did I think some shit like this might happen? Oh yeah. Still took a chance though. The house is LO, right, Dino? I live in a state that I live in a state that those thousands of acres of cornfield. It's crazy because I mean, I don't know. I guess it don't bother me as much. But I do think of this movie every time I see a fucking cornfield. How can you not? Like, how can you not go past a cornfield? If you've seen this movie, how can you not go past a cornfield and think of this movie? The Blue Man. The Unbelievers. Bringing the blood of the Outlanders. Outlander. I love it when he says that. I'm not going to lie. Outlander. Oh, man. Ghostface says that's where fate lives in Vegas. Oh, man. Well, maybe someday I'll meet fate out there. Shit. Oh, honestly though, I would like to if I can afford it this year. I want to take a trip out there because I want to catch the Raiders game. That's my favorite football team. So if I can make a trip out to Vegas, I'm going to be most likely heading to a Raiders game, and I would love to do that this year. But whoo, man, them prices. We make money. That's all I'm gonna say. We making some money down there in Vegas. Like shit. I think last year the tickets for the opening game against Baltimore for just the fucking bleeders was like 500 a whop. I was like, wow. So you can only imagine what nice seats and good seats cost. It's fucking insane. But that's my team. So if I got the money to, to splurge on them, I'm going. Dino says, bro, I'm in Florida. If you come to Florida, you definitely got a friend here. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely hit you up if I was out there too. I'd let you know if I was out there. Definitely link up. What part of Florida are you in, Dino? I know my buddy is he's in Baton Beach. Hey, hey, Rosie, what's up, baby? What you crying for? You all right? Come here. Oh, uh oh. One comes, the other gotta come. Come on. I know, Don. I know. You're jealous. Come on. Good Lord. Kids. Say hi. Say hi, kids. Yeah, if one gets attention, the other one got to get attention. It's just how it rolls. Can't pick up one and not the other. They just won't allow it. Man, I wonder. You ever wonder how long the town had been vacated since they, killed off, and since the opening scene? Because that looks like how ran down the cafe looks. It looks like it had been months since that happened. Well, now you went down, Rosie, baby. Okay. What about you, Don boy? You went down too, or you chilling? I guess you chilling. Okay, you went down too. All right. Yeah, you went down because you see Rosie get down. Now she ain't up on me. You don't want to be up here neither. Jealous of you, jealous, man. You got jealousy issues. Oh, these dogs are a hot mess. That was a quick catch. He saw that door swing open like that. Ah, I sense some animosities for Devontae leaving. uh, you know what's funny, Val? Is my cousin is a diehard Packers fan. And I kept trying to tell him, I said, listen, I said, with how Aaron Rodgers be, with you don't know if he's going to come back, if he's going to retire, whatever he's going to do, and the fact that I mean, he what it seemed like, you know what I mean, they wasn't trying to pay him his money, which we found out they was. It just more was an Aaron Rodgers problem, which you can't blame him because I mean, if Aaron Rodgers were to want to get traded or retire, Devontae ain't trying to sit there and play with an inexperienced quarterback like Jordan Love. You know what I mean? But I kept trying to tell my cousin. He kept trying to tell me. He's like, no, it ain't gonna happen. Y'all ain't getting Devontae. I said, listen, if the money's there and if you don't know what Aaron Rodgers is gonna do, Derek Carr and him are best friends, and he is Vegas. Like he's gonna come. And then when my friend told me that trade because I was at work and my friend the report came through on his phone and stuff. And he was like, "Yo, Marcus," he was like, "You caught it," and I was like, "What? Devontae to the Raiders?" He was like, "Yup." I was like, "Sorry, Val. Sorry." Connor says, "Hit me up if you come to Houston, bro, for sure." I would like to come to Texas. I would like to attend Texas Frightmare at some point. Yes, yes, Dino. Did you mean Boynton? Is it? Oh, I mean, yes, Boynton Beach. Yes, yes. I said it's only like 40 minutes from. Oh shit, that lines up perfect. Fuck, that's great. That lines up real well. Ghostface Fanatic says, I like the Chicago Bears. I don't really like the NFL as much as I do NCAA college. It is just funner to me. The atmosphere is awesome. No, college is more funner. It is because it's there's stuff at stake, but it's not that much at stake. I mean, there's only a handful of those guys that is going to get drafted or want to get drafted. Some of them do finish college and stop playing football. Like college is funner. It is because NFL pro level is it's the pro level. It's different. It's a whole different animal. You ain't putting up 70 points a game at the pro level. It's just not happening. It's crazy. Just start bugging because they see Sarah. Yeah, old school record player. Connor says, "Hello, my boy Chico's the same way. I'm going to Texas Fight Man Weekend next year. Nice, nice, nice. I want to. I'm gonna look into that because I want to go. Oh, Val. Val says there's nothing like seeing the Packers play while sitting at Lambeau Field. Well, Val, I'm going to take a dig because the last few times at Lambeau, it's been quite disappointing, especially in the playoffs, huh? Yeah. It's been quite disappointing. I will say this though. I don't even really blame like Aaron Rodgers or anything. For the longest time, while you guys had Devontae, y'all needed another wide receiver to help take the pressure and distraction and help be a distraction to free up Devontae even more and other players. And I don't know. I don't know why you guys didn't do that. I like that kid y'all drafted though. I think that kid from Boise State, good pick. Really good pick. I think he's going to be something for you guys. Ghostface says I like the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They're my favorite college team. I'm I'm gonna say this. When I grew up watching college football, Notre Dame hadn't been good for a while. They were in one of the rough stretches. It's been nice to see them ascend back up into that, that spot, like, what I mean, over the last decade or so. I always feel like college football is better if Notre Dame is good. I don't know why. I just feel that way. I'm a Virginia Tech fan. And that was mainly because Michael Vick in college was just people think they seen something at the pros. No, college Michael Vick was out of this world. Like it was ridiculous. Like that's what made me a fan of college football and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Like I know he did some shit that wasn't right, especially with them dogs and shit or whatever you want to call it. But as a football player, guy was special. Val says, "Go Badgers, go." Says, "Yes, it was Marcus because our front office are idiots." I think that Guru Chris guy, I think he's got to get to stepping because there's just no way, especially if you have the money to pay Devontae, you let him walk out the door. I feel like if they would have had a second wide receiver, if they would have said, "Okay, Devontae, listen, this is what we're going to do to keep you. We're going to not only give you your money, but we're going to go sign somebody or trade for a decent second option at wide receiver." Honestly, I think they would have did that. That he might have stayed. Here we go. Outlander. I have to take her ass. Man, I give it to them fucking kids, man. They're smooth as shit. Yeah, that town had to be like since the beginning of the movie. I'm gonna maybe say that was abandoned for like maybe 6 months to even possibly a year. I'll go 6 months, a few months. It would have took some time to put all them damn corn pieces in the fucking building and trash the entire building. Well, buildings, I should say, that look all run down and shit like that. Grocery says Conrad seriously should. College is so much funner. Conrad says Texas Frightmare Weekend is a packed event. Them hotel rooms get booked quickly, man. So do it ahead of time. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. That's funny because me and Amber were talking about Monster Mania or whatever and stuff, and she asked me, she's like, "Do you think we should like at least a month ahead of time, get the tickets for the or get the hotel rooms or whatever, like pay reserve for the hotel rooms ahead of time?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's your best bet." You know what I mean? So because especially leading into the week of the event, and I learned this for Horror Hound Weekend, they jacked the prices up astronomically. Like they jacked them bad boys up like a good 150, $200. Like they make their money. So yeah, you're right. You got to definitely get it. You know what I mean? Get it while you can. Reserve the spot early. I need some damn glasses. Ghostly says the team I hate is Michigan Wolverines. They suck to me. I can't stand them. Mainly because the fans are just outrageous. Can't stand them or Canes. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Good old trash talk. That's I mean, I don't like Miami neither. They're in my conference, so Michigan, I don't mind Michigan. They're okay. Val says Adams, Cobbs, and Rogers what we need on the field. Well, sorry, Val. Devontae's in silver and black, where he rightfully belongs. Yes, I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see him and Carr, restart this shit that they started in college together. I cannot wait. Finally, Derek Carr has a legit number one wide receiver. Finally. Took us all, but like fucking what, 8 years? Need to smoke a damn cigarette on that note. Fucking been doing my guy dirty. What have I done? Did you not spill the blood of the old man? Fucking love Isaac, man. Like I said, guys, you couldn't have picked a better person to play Isaac. I just like this is a masterful fucking performance we're witnessing for the umpteenth time we've watched this movie. Like John Franklin was masterful as Isaac. The dialogue, the facial expressions, like everything, the intensity. Ghostface Finesse is Notre Dame is so historic. The university looks like a movie. It's so historic and so beautiful. The campus is just great. No, it is beautiful. I've seen like the outside shots and shit like that. It's really nice. Really, really classy. Val says when I hear Notre Dame, all I can think about is Rudy, Rudy, Rudy. Yeah. Oh, that's good shit. Ghostface says the reason I say I hate Michigan is because they were Notre Dame. Oh well, yeah. You're supposed to hit. You're not supposed to like your rivals. Those are the best matchups. And the child shall lead them. Very interesting. Silence, interloper. Oh my god. Every time from now on, I'm saying that shit. From now on, when somebody goes to talk to me just to fuck with them, I'm just gonna be like, silence, interloper. Oh, oh my god. Oh, I forgot how funny that part was to me. Oh man. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh man. Silence, interloper. Oh man. Oh my lord. Well, I like how they all start chasing after him when they all could have just jumped on him right when he was in the middle of them. There he is! Go get him! Oh boy, coming around the corner. Ah! Yeah. Ah! Oh my god. Oh, these kids are fucking hilarious. Oh man, these kids are hilarious. Deadly but hilarious. Outlander! Go get him! The way Malachi fucking talks always geeks me out. Outlander! Oh man. We got Silence Interloper and Outlander. Outlander, y'all. Oh man. Good dialogue. I love it. Silence Mortal always wanted to say that. Oh man, that's good shit. Oh, Michigan fans are so terrible. When Michigan came to Notre Dame, they peed on Newt Rockn's grave. They take the game of football. Oh wow, yeah, that's fucked up. You don't do that. That's ignorant. Isaac is mad, creepy, but that's what makes his character so good. Absolutely. Not even just that, Conrad. Like the dialogue, like he's just so good at he's a good talker. Like he just knows how to talk. Like and to be a cult leader, obviously, you have to have the gift of gab. And he has the gift of gab. And he makes you feel that shit like he does. I give it to him. Might be the fucking best cult leader I've ever seen outside of Stu Macher. If we get that as if he's a cult leader, but that remains to be seen. So right now, Isaac is number one to me. I mean, if you want to count Manson, okay, I'll go with that. But he's real life. Yeah, like yeah, that's fighting shit right there. Yes, Val, absolutely. Isaac is what nightmares are made of. Creepy, absolutely. So sinister, very, very sinister. He embodies that name, like that word, sinister. He nails that persona down to a T. Yo, the fucking mean mug that Malachi rocks on his face the whole time is just classic. Brutal as fuck, man. I give it to him. He's a brutal human being. Dog really started snoring. Oh, I know that shit hurt. Yeah, get a little bit more comfortable in this motherfucker. There we go. Yes, Ghostface. Children of Corn is so classic. And what I like about it is they take the time to establish the characters. They really take the time to establish the characters in this movie. These guys friends of yours? No way. Mm. He tried to tell him. Isaac tried to tell him if you basically turn on me, you know what I mean? The wrath you face will be 10 times, 1,000 times worse. I love that dialogue though between Malachi and Isaac when they're arguing. Classic battle of supremacy. Yeah, that's the oldest rivalry in football. It's Green Bay and Chicago. Outlander. You're fucking Malachi. So good. Courtney Gaines does such a great job with that Malachi role. I tell you one thing, who's underrated in this movie, in all honesty, is a chick with the curly hair. She's fucking a little creepster too. I am the one and the giver of his laws. Oh hell yeah, man. Malachi. He wants you too. Malachi. He wants you too. Loved it. Oh, it's time to blow up the green slime. Or he's who walks behind the rose, as they like to call him. It's the green slime. Fucking Malachi up. Bitch smacking him and all. Mm. Kind of a God tells children to kill their parents. Mm. It's real shit. I give it to Malachi though. He's a tough little bastard. I give it to him. Mm. Oh, Isaac. Oh, that was a really good voice. Damn, that was a really good voiceover with that demon voice. And then just how Isaac's makeup is and like everything, how crazy he looks. Oh, that was great. Great job. Great job for sure. Hell yeah, man. Keep at it. You know what I mean? Once you do once you do it enough times, once you do it enough times and stuff like that, especially when you play it over your head, it becomes second nature. It's not it becomes easy. Oh no, absolutely Ghostface. Yes. Absolutely. Jack Nicholson is the man. And the little girls in that film was scared. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like how at the end all the kids basically like come to their senses and they even some of them even like help. and stuff like that. Like I like that too about this movie. Like they basically snapped out of it. It's a damn shame it was too late, obviously. Hey, that's not a rag. Couldn't just let the movie go through without these stupid ads. Right here at the end. Mm. The Shining, best horror film ever made. Ooh, it's interesting. That's an interesting take, Ghostface Fanatic. I mean, it's not a bad take. It's not a bad take at all. Not my scariest of all time, personally. For me, that was The Exorcist, and still is. But that's not a bad take. It's up there, man. It's really, really good. Like it's a classic. And it's scary as shit. I should have just watched this on Amazon Prime. I wouldn't have to deal with these bullshit ads because I paid for the subscription. But it's cool. We're at the end anyway. Yes, Val. Now that's a five. I like how the corn kind of had that Evil Dead thing to it, to where they try to attack you and shit, like wrap around you and stop you and shit like that. Always reminds me of Evil Dead. I always like how in the background that looked like before the fire got lit or whatever and shit, like how the clouds like and all that, it looked like a big ass cloud of smoke was just like red smoke just looming over. And here comes the green muck. Yeah, that shit is hard. You guys think they kept the kids? Ghostface and X, what movie would you say is the best horror movie of all time? I'd have to honestly go with Halloween, man, because like even though for me the scariest for me, I have a hard time still even watching to this day is The Exorcist. For me, the I just feel like the best horror movie of all time is Halloween, just because of what it's the tone it set it and what like it's so hard to explain, but in my opinion, just the success of that movie speaks for itself. That has to be the best horror movie of all time. Like it just does. And I have to say that too because I mean, you can go so many different directions with the Michael Myers character. Movie like The Shining is kind of like a one-off deal. But for me, Halloween 1978, I had to say is the best horror movie of all time. But y'all think, all right, so obviously the movie is over, etc. I mean, I knew I was a little bit behind, but it just ended on my end. So, um, what do you guys first off, I want to ask, do you guys think they kept the kids? Like, I know they said something about going with them, but do you guys think they actually kept the kids? Like, you think they even maybe got them legally adopted and all that? I think it's possible. You know, I always found that interesting at the end of the movie is like, did they really like keep them or did they maybe keep them for a couple days and then take them to the next town, take them to a shelter, you know what I mean? Something like I always found that fascinating. I always wanted the sequel. I always wanted a sequel showcasing whatever happened to Job and Sarah, but we never got that. We never got that. But obviously, Children of the Corn, classic. Another Stephen King classic. What I love about this movie, and I said it at the beginning of the stream, is especially in a time where we were seeing a lot of like slashers in terms of Halloween, Jason, Freddy, this stood out on its own because it was a group of kids who was the antagonists. It was a group of kids who was, obviously the killers and the bad people in this movie, which kind of separated from the norm, especially in that time, especially in that 80s and that excuse me slasher centric type era. You can kind of maybe say this was a slasher because they use knives and stuff, but I see this more as a psychological horror movie, like not a slasher, because of the religious elements involved in it, the message behind it, etc. But I thought this movie was really, really well done. I don't think you could ask for a better person to play the role of Isaac. John Franklin is just honestly truly phenomenal. I don't think that guy gets enough recognition in the horror community, in my opinion. And I could be reaching with that. I don't know. But I don't hear a lot of people talk about John Franklin as like one of the best horror villains of all time. Like, and it's really a shame because in my opinion, he's up there. Like, he didn't kill, he may have not killed nobody himself, but he's the one who led to all these children and committing murders. His message, his word was just as good as committing the murders himself. So, in my opinion, I don't think he gets enough love in the horror community, or recognition. Like John Franklin did such a great job with that role. Like, and I said it, it wasn't just, what it wasn't just his, the fact that he was like he looked creepy anyway. It was the way he sold it. It was the way he sold it. He sold the creepiness. He just was so great. You could not pick a better Isaac, in my opinion. Which, in my opinion, why the franchise. Like I said, me personally, I enjoyed 2 and 3. After that, I think it kind of really got corny afterwards. After those two sequels, but no, like I said before, nothing captures the original. Like this was like, and I just don't feel like you can find anybody that can really play these characters the way John Franklin played Isaac, the way Courtney Gaines played Malachi. Like, and that's why I think this franchise has struggled. You know what I mean? Like, you can only do movies like these, honestly, maybe 1 or 2 times. And then afterwards, it becomes recycled because you're following the same formula. A cult leader who is obviously believes in, this religion of the corn and he who walks behind the rose and all that. It gets stale after a while. You know what I mean? But this original inception of the franchise is just grade A, job well done. And I said it earlier in the stream. In my opinion, why it worked so well is because you had quality actors. You had quality actors who, you know what I mean, you can spend money on. Like, you can have a good budget instead of having a sci-fi budget. We don't want a sci-fi budget. We want a movie theater budget. You know what I mean, that's what we want. We want big screen. And this movie is just like from top to bottom, I don't see how you could be mad at this movie. It had funny moments, if you like dry, cheesy humor. It had intense moments of suspense, and then it had brutal moments as well. That cafe scene where those kids take out all the adults is just honestly, it's a horrendous scene. It really is. You know what I mean? But you just can't. I just don't know if they were ever. I mean, like I said, guys, they are doing a remake. I don't know the entire details of it because there's not much out there. But apparently, there is a whole new remake coming. And from what I did read about it, it's supposed to be a female who's like the leader of the cult now, which I don't have a problem with. It's just my issue is, in order to make this remake strong and to kind of pay tribute to the original, you have to have actors who are like high profile. Linda Hamilton in this movie is high profile. Why? Because she just came off doing the Terminator. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have stars like that in this type of movie in order for it to sell. if you keep having this franchise go to sci-fi and you keep rebooting it on TV broadcast networks, it's not going to work in my opinion. Like you have to find quality actors to play those parts of Isaac and Malachi. Those are the bread and butter for me. Nothing against Linda Hamilton or Peter Horton, you know what I mean? But you can find anybody to play the couple. It's Isaac and Malachi that are so pivotal as to why this movie was so damn good. Because Isaac and Isaac, you had the sinister, you know, preacher who turned all these kids against their parents. And Malachi is just, he's fed so much into it is now he's straight go. I'm a brutal killer and I want to kill everything and everyone in my sight because I believe in this religion. But then as you see later in the movie, Malachi starts to feel a certain sense of entitlement and empowerment over Isaac. He feels like he's evolved past Isaac's word, which makes their dynamic, especially when they're arguing in that scene, so well written. You know what I mean? Isaac, you've seen the evolution. He went from being a stooge to wanting to be the leader. But unfortunately for him, he found out that everything Isaac was saying was the truth. If you bite the hand that feeds you, you will face the consequences 1,000 times worse. I mean, so and like I said, Linda Hamilton and Peter Horton, fantastic job. As Vicky and Bert. You know, I just feel like the bread and butter to this movie for me, and everybody can have a different opinion on this. It's not to take nothing away from Linda Hamilton or Peter Horton, but to me, those two guys, Courtney Gaines and John Franklin, they made this movie. Without them, this movie doesn't come out the way it does, in my opinion. It just doesn't. It really doesn't. You have to have these guys, these type of guys who look the part, who sound the part. You look Courtney Gaines movie. Like I said, that fucking mean mug. Like that mean mug. Here, I'll show you that mean mug because I do got some overlays. Look at that. Look at that fucking mean mug. You mean to tell me, even though he's a kid, that's not fucking intimidating, especially when he's got a fucking knife in his hand? Look at that mean mug. Look at the intensity in his face. Look at the no remorse, the sadisticness. Like you can see all that in that face expression. And look at him. Look at those eyes. Like, come on, guys. Like, you can't. Those guys were the bread and butter of this movie. Like, in my opinion, if they're going to make a new one, you got to find legitimate actors who can really play these type of roles to a T. Like, you got to do this Isaac and Malachi role justice if you were to make a proper Children of the Corn remake. You know what I mean? Like, and this is one franchise in terms of a remake. I would not be appalled or mad if you basically retold the original story and brought back the Isaac character and the Malachi character because they were such a pivotal role in why this movie worked so well and why it was so damn creepy. Because, of course, as adults, when we look at kids, we don't find them intimidating. We think we could just, whip their asses. They're kids. You know what I mean? But when you got a whole cult and a whole flock of them, and they're not just coming at you with, they're not coming at you with, fucking snowballs or nothing. They're coming at you with knives, wrenches. They're coming at you with weaponry. That's intimidating. That's creepy. It's sinister. And that's why this movie works so well, is because of these two. That sinister role. These two played locked those roles down to a T. And like I said, guys, I just don't know if they were to ever do a proper remake to this movie if it were to capture the magic that this captured. Like this to me was what you call lightning in a bottle, especially when it comes to the performances of John Franklin and Courtney Gaines as Malachi and Isaac respectfully. Like Those guys knocked it out the fucking park. And to me, they made this movie. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? That's just me. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that the reason why this movie worked so well was because of how well Courtney Gaines and John Franklin played these roles? Like they just that's my opinion, guys. I just think without Courtney Gaines and without John Franklin, this movie doesn't come out the way it does. It's to me, it's flawless from storytelling and everything. And that's why I said, like certain people would probably be like, oh, it's kind of boring, you know what I mean? They're not doing much of anything. No, they're telling the story and we're getting character development. That's the big, I think the biggest thing I really enjoyed about this movie was the character development from the children, from Vicky and Bert to Malachi to Isaac to even Nicole, especially like I said at the end when Bert, made him come to their senses, they snapped out of it. Like it was such good character development and just such it's supremely well written, supremely well written, and supremely adapted to the big screen in such a great way. And in my opinion, you don't get movies like this too often. Let me see what you guys think about this movie. What's your take on this? Well, I'm behind a bit. All right. Conrad says, I would be happy if they adopted him. Yeah, I mean, I would be too, but I am not going to lie. Especially Bert, if you could tell at the end, I just don't think he's the type of guy who wants kids. He just doesn't catch me as that type of guy. So I think what more or less happened is they let him stay for with him for a couple nights that they obviously, went out, once they got out of Gatlin and stuff. And then once those couple nights was over, they probably took him to children's services, et cetera, et cetera. That's what I think might have happened with that. But it would be nice if they would have adopted him. Like I said, I wish we would have got a sequel to. I wish we could still get one. If somebody has the brain to pick up this story. But I would like to see years later, you know, a Children of the Corn movie with Job and Sarah. Like maybe they go back to Gatling, to see if anything's changed or whatnot. You know what I mean? Something. You know what I mean? I think that would be nice. I would be happy if they adopted them. Yeah, just like Halloween better than Exorcist. Ghostface Texas Chainsaw Massacre was the first ever slasher before Halloween. Yeah, but in my opinion, Halloween's better. Like, don't get me wrong, Texas Chainsaw because it's a true story is obviously a classic in itself. You know what I mean? But for me, and I just think the numbers don't lie. Halloween is the greatest horror movie of all time. I mean, you can argue that, but you know what I mean. I just numbers don't lie, and just I just I'm my maybe I'm being biased, but I just don't think there's a better horror movie villain than Michael Myers. You know, the essence of pure evil trapped in a human body. You know what I mean? Like that's I like that. I like that a lot, to say the least. Oh, I'm way behind. Holy shit. Hunting for entertainment. Hey, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Just wrapped up the movie, just talking about it a little bit. Let me know what you like about Children of the Corn hunting. Before we go forward, I need to grab some water. I'll be right back, you guys. I'll be right back. Heart. There we go. Yes. Let's catch up on some of these comments. We got 7 people in the chat. Thank you guys. Hey, be sure to shoot that like button and subscribe if you are a new viewer. If you're a returning sub, shoot that like button for the stream, guys. Helps out a ton. Really appreciate all you guys supporting you guys hanging out with me tonight. Val says those two overshadow Lyndall Hamilton big time in this movie. Absolutely, they made the movie. They made the movie. Without those performances, I just don't know if this movie is that good. I don't know if the film adaptation is as good as the book was, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Like, I just, wow. Like, Courtney Gaines and John Franklin, like, I just don't know if you were to ever do another Children of the Corn revolving around this story around Isaac Malachi. Don't know if there's anybody just that could capture the magic that these guys captured in this movie. Dina, that's a good question. Who would you suggest to play Malachi and Isaac in a remake? Ooh, man, that's difficult. Well, if he was younger, but he's not. But if he was younger, Crispin Glover would play Isaac for me. But he's not, so I can't count him. That's tough, man. Let me move on to Malachi. Let me see about Malachi. I honestly, that's a good question, Dino, and I can't answer it for you. I can't think of anybody who's that's that can capture that sinisterness. Like I don't know, man. Honestly, I can't answer that question for you. I don't know really too many good creepy guys like that could pull that off anymore. Like I said, Crispin Glover would be my initial choice for the role of Isaac, but he's too old. You know what I mean? He's up there now. Like well, he's not up there, but he's old enough to where it wouldn't make sense. Um, it's a really good question. I can't give you an answer. It's tough. Like you know what I mean, like I don't know. Like honestly, I don't. Like I am trying so hard to think of anybody like man, Dina, you got me stuck. Yeah, I don't know, buddy. I'm gonna have to move on from this one. I'll put it this way, Dino. What I'll do is I'll give it some really deep thought. You know what I mean, and some research because I'm like that. I want to make sure that they line up with what these guys did in the original. I'll say that. That's it's a good question, man. I just don't. I don't know. Holy shit, Bob! Damn you, Bob, my man. I'm be honest. I should blame myself because I did see that you changed it earlier, but it totally slipped my mind. I'm so used to seeing Bob on. My bad, Bob. What's up, man? Holy shit. Oh man, I like the name though, Bob. I like that a lot. Hunting for entertainment. I like that. It's catchy. I like that. Good stuff, my man. Amber, thank you for stopping in, girl. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. That the girl who played in Firestarter would make a good female Malachi. Ooh, I like that. Ryan Kiera Armstrong. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. They want to switch it up too. Like, what we can't call her Malachi. We call her Melissa. You know what I mean? Either way, I like that idea. I would like that idea if you want to get different with it, especially. I like that. I like that a lot. Dino, my man Bob with the Digimon profile pic. Love it. Hell yeah, man. No shame. You gotta love Bob for that, man. No shame. You catch up on some of these other chats. Ghostface and Access, I definitely think Leatherface had a lot of great moments. I like the 2003 remake. Yes, no. Ghostface Fanatic, I will say this. In terms of reboots, remakes, the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, in my opinion, is the best reboot remake that they ever did. That any franchise did. Even Halloween 2018, as much as I loved it, that Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003. I remember my mom taking me and my sister to go see that shit in the fucking theater, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was scared shitless. Like that was good. That was really really good. Fantastic. Like that's a classic in my opinion. That's a classic in its own right. All right, guys. It's 117 here on my end. I say I'll go to 130. We'll just turn 118. So we go another 12 minutes. I know some of you guys are just getting in here. Excuse me, in the chat. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's been a long day. You know what I mean? A long, busy days. Of course, you guys know I do work, you know what I mean, and stuff. And your boy is getting a little bit tired. And plus, I do want to finish up my Patreon, whatever, finishing up my tiers before I do head to bed and make sure everything's straight on there. So I'm gonna go another 12 minutes and stuff, and we'll talk about, Children of the Corner. You guys can ask me whatever questions you want to ask me, you know what I mean, horror related or not before we end this tonight's stream. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for sure. We got 6 people in the chat. I appreciate you guys so much, guys. That's right, Amber. Evil has no fucking gender. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Shit, some of the female killers are better than some of the male killers. Look at Jill Roberts. Look at Mrs. Voorhees. Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. Conrad, this is God. Oh, Bob says my name. This name it was responsible because of Amber. I can't take the credit. Oh well, well at least you acknowledged her for it. You know what I mean? Some motherfuckers would just roll with it, man. Well, good idea, Amber. That was a hell of an idea. Honestly, I like that name for Bob. Hunting for Entertainment. I like that a lot. Think that's really catchy. Honestly, I like it, Bob, and I like it, Amber. Good stuff, guys. It's not wrong. We work together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, Amber. Oh no. Val, hope we didn't freak you out too much. Oh no. What are you up to, Amber? Alice from Alice Sweet? Alice, anyone? Alice from Alice Sweet. Let me look her up real quick. Alice Sweet. Oh, that's a movie. Is- Yeah. Oh, Alice Sweet. I've never heard of this. Never saw this movie. Nothing. Well, Conrad, let me put this up here. I've never seen this movie. Never even heard of it until you just mentioned it. So, I mean, I sense something for Watch Party Wednesday. What do you guys say? I mean, you guys would be down to watch this movie on Watch Party Wednesday next week? Like shit. And Val, I mean, I gotta read your messages on Facebook yet. Still, see, I'm terrible at that. I mean, I'm just so fucking busy. It's just ridiculous. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, but yeah, we still got to do that Rocky horror picture show um live stream or whatever or watch party. Val, you off on the weekends? Because if you are, we'll have to figure this out. We might be able to do one right before Slasher Sunday. Maybe do a watch party of Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then a little bit early, like 7:30 ish, 8 o'clock ish, and then I'll do set a stream for Slasher Sunday after that. Uh-huh. 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 That is right, Bob. I'm very excited for a possible Bray Wyatt horror movie. Bro, I was just looking that shit up earlier. I'm trying to fish for any information I can find, but they're doing a good job of keeping this shit in it tuck. So hopefully we get some information soon, my man. You know what I mean? Because if we do, we're gonna talk about it for sure. We'll do a live stream on that for sure, buddy. Oh, I kind of figured that, Amber. Val was talking about me and Nate. I'm just fucking with you, Amber. It's a good movie. Ooh. Okay. Yep. Val says I've never seen it. We'll be down to watch it. I think we got a winner. Think we got a winner for next Wednesday's Watch the Madness watch party. So yeah, so other than my Patreon shit, what I will do is I'll get that stream set up too, right before I head off to bed. Yes, I'll set that bad boy up just so we can get that out ahead of time. Trust me, that's something I realized too. Is I gotta start getting my live streams out, published out a couple days ahead of time. You know what I mean? So we can obviously get more viewers and more recognition and stuff like that. So I'm trying here, guys. You know what I mean? It's rough. You know what I mean? Having to work a mid shift, yeah, and just we're having to work at all. 8 hours during the day that takes up a lot of time. You know what I mean? I could be using to set up things and have more content out there. But get there, we'll get there for sure. All right, Val, sounds good. Absolutely, Marcus just messaged me on Facebook. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll definitely I'm thinking definitely for Sunday, right? But we'll do it before Slasher Sunday and stuff. For me and Bob goes live and stuff and do what we do best. I agree, Ghostface fanatic. However, from what I understand, it's has nothing to do with the Fiend, and this is about Wyndham. Wyndham, and I'm thinking it's going to be more like how the original inception of Bray Wyatt was brought to our attention in terms of the sinister, like, swamp leader. I can see that kind of being where the direction they're kind of going. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I got the general vibe from what from what I did read about it. That's the general vibe I'm getting that they're going. From what I read, they said like the fiend, the mask, like this isn't. It's not that. Unfortunately, I hope we do get it at some point though in that movie. You know what I mean? That mask, the fiend mask, but who knows? We'll see. I'm anxious to see how well he's gonna do with this movie. Conrad says, "Can't wait for y'all to watch the movie." Yes, I can't wait to watch it with everybody as well. Alice, sweet Alice, sounds interesting. Oh, oh, aren't you guys cute? Like for real. That's what's up. As long as you're happy, Amber, and you and him are happy, that's all that matters. You know that you guys get my full love and support. You know what I mean? I'm not here to, bash nobody or nothing. If you're happy, be happy. If that person makes you happy, let them make you happy. Oh no, I would love a movie about the fiend. I think especially with the mask and you can obviously do different versions of that mask. I honestly would be so pumped for a fiend movie. I just honestly, if we do get one, I don't think it's going to be till later. How I envision it happening is this, Ghostface, is Wyndham, because they said Wyndham is the key to everything. Wyndham is the key to all of his characters. So I think if we do get the Fiend, we won't get him until later installments. I'll say that. Ghostface, yeah, possibly. I think I just said they're like maybe if they, yeah, maybe so. I would like that. I really would. I'm on board with that Ghostface fanatic for sure. Amber says so happy. Oh, oh. I'm gonna pretend that my cheeks is your cheeks, and I'm gonna pinch him right now. So adorable, for real. That's what's up, though. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like dead serious. Like that is. I'm happy for you. Like, you know what I mean? It's so hard finding happiness in this world in general, with somebody, you know what I mean? So when you got it, you know what I mean? You keep that shit. You keep the flame burning. Conrad says, yes, Amber Young Brooke Shields is in it because Amber acts that Brooke Shields is in it. Huh. That's interesting. No doubt. It's funny you said that, Ghostface Fanatic. Hey, so Ghostface Fanatic, you do your video and stuff like that about, the Fiend and stuff, Fiend movie. But now we were talking about it here in chat. Maybe me, you, and Bob can do a live stream here in the next couple weeks and talk about that. If you'd be down, do a whole live stream, go for like 3 hours or whatever and stuff, just talking about that, talking about the possibilities, what we want to see, you know what I mean, in this movie, in this Wyndham movie, what we expect. I agree. I agree. And I think that See No Evil is one of the more underappreciated, newer genre of like, if you count, when you count the, new millennium and the early 2000s, that is one of the more underappreciated horror movies, in my opinion. That was a really good movie. I was very impressed with Kane's acting skills. I mean, you could sit there and say, "Oh, well, how hard it can it be? They act in wrestling." Trust me, there's a vast difference between acting in wrestling and acting in Hollywood. There is a big difference. And I thought Kane was a natural. Like he just did such a great job. And I wish we got more. I wish we got more of Jacob Goodnight. Ooh, ooh, I like this idea. I like the idea, Bob. I'd be down for that. Maybe the Undertaker is his father and was the originator of his powers or something. We never know. Just to throw it out there. But I would like that a lot, Bob. Honestly. Undertaker and the Fiend together in a movie? What? Val says would love to see you guys live stream with Ghostface. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I'm down for that. Listen, we're all here in the same thing. We're all here for the same thing. We're trying to grow our channels. We're trying to help each other get better at this, at content creating and all that. If I can sit there and help one of my fellow subscribers or one of my fellow supporters who is a content creator themselves get some eyeballs to their channel or just help them any way I can, I will do that. Bob says Amber, he is yeah, Amber. Bray Wyatt is a wrestler. Look him up. Look up the Fiend videos, or I can send you. You know what? I'll put it in the chat so you can get an idea who this guy is, Amber. I have a feeling once you see his mask, you'll fall in love, and you'll want more, and you'll be anticipating this movie as well. I just don't think that we're going to get this character in this Wyndham movie. I think we'll get it later down the line. Fiend Bray Wyatt. Trying to find a good clip of him. All right, here we go. Found a decent one. Share, copy. StreamYard. Bang, bang, bang. There you go, Amber. You can check that clip out. Well, in all honesty, Bob, now that I look at it from the outside looking in a little bit now, I think, in all honesty, it wasn't even really that with this situation with Bray that he was out of touch. Vince was. I think, in all honesty, Bray went to him, told him that he wanted to do this movie, and then you got to think how it lined up too, with Roman coming back, and they wanted to push him as the monster heel, and obviously have this run that he's on. It would make sense for Bray to take time off, do his movie, and then come back. I I think that that whole release was a whole work because Bray has dropped too many hints, especially like at like what WrestleMania it was about being there and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I don't think that was more or less Vince being out of touch with his audience, if anything. I don't think that in that case, most cases, Bob, he is. Most cases, he is. I don't think in this instance that is the case. I think Bray wanted some time off. I think he wanted to do this movie, and I think he went to Vince and said, "Hey, and plus he wants more money." He did say he wanted more money, so Vince wasn't willing to give him more money. He probably just said, "All right, well, cut me. I'll go do this movie. And if that movie is a success, well, now you have no choice if you want me back to sign me at more money. Leverage." Yes, Ghostface Fanatic. I do use StreamYard. Yes, I use the paid service. I use the $25 one for right now. Eventually I am going to upgrade to the $50 one. But crawl before you walk. You know what I mean? And the $25 one is actually got pretty good features too. I think I can fit up to 8 people still in the live stream. So on a live stream panel, I should say. So yeah. Yep, you're welcome, Amber. Yeah, Bob. I just something I don't know. Something smells funky with that, man. You know what I mean? I just feel like what I mean. Vince ain't gonna just up and let somebody like that who was the number one merch seller just up and go. There was definitely some there was some written agreement behind that, in my opinion. I will say that. I think that Bray is going to be back in WWE at some point. Okay, so Conrad Gonzalez says, "I'm gonna have to get StreamYard." Bro, all you got to do is go on Google, look up StreamYard, and you can log in. Right, it's a browser. You create an account or whatever you set out, and then you log in right from the browser. It's not like an app you have to download on your phone. You could choose to, but I would recommend, I should say, you just use the regular browser and set up an account through there, and it's free. You get the free version, you get the $25 version, and you get the $50 version a month. Anyway, they do have payments to where you pay for the whole year, and then they give you a discount, whatever. They do have that as well. Hmm. How does it work? Because I might have to go live sometime. Oh, all you do, Ghostface, is all you would do is, you know what? I got you right now. Because it's easy. It's really easy, but I'd rather you see it, you know what I mean, than me have to tell you and stuff. I just think it's better if you see it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a StreamYard tutorial link and whatever, and I'm gonna put it here in the chat box for you. Shit. Okay, let me get this. That's why it's slowing. Oh man, yep. It's that time, guys. Let me get this link in this, chat box, and then it's about time for your boy to get his beauty rest. But hey, I had a great time with you guys, though, man. We were almost going on 3 hours. We did the watch party. It was an impromptu watch party, but I'm not mad at all. as soon as I seen Val and Conrad mentioned something about it in the chat, I was like, oh well, you know what? Guess we're turning this bad boy into a watch party then. I have no qualms about that at all. Okay, here we go. So let me stream your tutorial. Here we go. It was Angie. Okay, so Ghostface, I'm sending that in the link now. I'm just gonna let you know it is like a 20-minute video. So, but then again, I'm sure that ain't nothing. You're in the live stream chats, you know what I mean, and everything. We're in this bitch for hours, so I'm sure watching a 20-minute video ain't hurting you not one bit. Okay, there we go. Come on. Share. Copy. One. There we go. There we go. Yep. Okay, Ghostface. I know how to use it, but like if you were gonna bring me on your channel someday, how do you invite me by email? Oh, um, do you have Instagram? Do you have a Facebook account? Or if you do have an email account, what you would just do is send it to me on Instagram, and then I can just send it to you that way. Like, okay, so invite. Well, let me see what it does. Yep, I can send it to you by Gmail, regular email, or Facebook Messenger, or by text message if I had your cell phone number. I just had to look at that on the invite. Yeah, that's right, Bob. Thank you for that, buddy. Ghostface, it could be an email or message to send. Yep, exactly. Yep. Yes, Ghostface. I could invite you by email or by your Facebook. Or by your Facebook, or if obviously we're friends on Instagram, I can copy the link and send you the link in your Instagram. Oh, that's what's up. That's nice. Yeah, Ghostface though. You can also find me on Facebook as well. You can on I shot him 6 times YouTube. I mean Facebook horror page or whatever and stuff. You can message me on there as well, or hit me up on my Instagram so I can send you the invite to the stream then. Yes, Ghostface Fanatic. Yep. But also, Ghostface, like I said, if you're on Instagram, I could just copy the link and send it to you in your Instagram messages as well. But however you prefer. You said by okay, by email would be great. All right, no problem, buddy. Is your email at Ghostface? Is it ghostfacefanatic at gmail.com? What would your email be so I can have it then? Or better yet, so you don't have to if you don't want to put it here in the chat box, Ghostface, hit me up on IG and send it to my and just DM me and send it to my direct messages, obviously. and then I'll have your email and I will send you the link through there. Val, are you talking about for the Rocky Horror picture show live stream for the watch party? Because if so, Bob was already going to be a part of that. We already made sure Bobby was going to be there. All right. That's right, Bob. That's right. That's right. Let me in. That's right. That's for sure, man. I hope that we get that movie soon. I hope we get information, and I hope that it's a good movie, man. I think Bray will do it. I think Wyndham will do a great job. Starting to lag a little bit. It's okay. I'm about to head off here anyway. Okay, Bob. No, we're talking about Facebook. All right, got you, got you, got you. Thank you for the lookout, my friend. All right, gang, but I am about to wrap it up for this stream. I appreciate you all who has tuned in and hanging out with me tonight, who watched the movie, even if you didn't watch the movie, sitting here busting it up, talking some Children of the Corn. I appreciate you guys. Everybody be safe and have a nice night. You know what I mean? I will catch you guys on Saturday. I will be uploading a video tomorrow, a new video tomorrow, a Saw video. And then Saturday, I will be doing a live stream with Bobby's Breakdowns and Bob covering NXT Takeover in your house. I forgot to put the damn overlay up in here or whatnot, but I already posted it to my Instagram and everything like that, and it's already set up on my YouTube. You can go check it out. So if you're a fan of wrestling and you want to come check me, Bob, and Bobby out during this pay-per-view, just mixing it up, doing something different for the channel. You know what I mean? I am a wrestling fan as well. So, just wanted to get a little bit different. Bobby had got a hold of me and said, hey, you want to do a wrestling live stream? We'll help bring some eyeballs to his channel as well, mine's and Bob's. So we decided to merge it together and say to hell with it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here for tonight. Like again, I appreciate all you who tuned in. Bob, Val, Conrad, Ghostface, Dino, anybody I missed, I'm sorry, but Amber, anybody who tuned in tonight, I greatly, greatly appreciate you guys. I got mad love for you guys. Put these, get this bad boy up. See, that's how you know I'm tired because I'm not even ready to do the outro. Let me check some of these comments before I do head out, though. I'll be there for the live stream Saturday. Cool, cool, Conrad. Nice, nice. Now, guys, do me a favor, right? Or whatever. And I'm going to obviously be doing it too. But go on my YouTube channel and for the live streams that I already have set up, share those as much as fucking possible so we can get more likes and more notoriety and more people in these chat rooms. In this chat box. Just share, 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 share. Share whatever videos I have to whatever social media platform you guys have. Throw your boy some love. You know what I mean? Need all the help we can get. And I'll do the same for you guys' videos in return as well. Any of you guys who are doing content creating, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, gang. I am out. I'm not going to draw it out anymore. Once again, you guys, this is our Shot 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. I'm your host, Marcus. If you're a new viewer, if you watched a replay of this stream, please be sure to shoot that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Any return subscriber that hasn't been on this stream yet, in the chat box that runs across this replay, do your boy a favor and like this stream. Helps get the channel more notoriety and it just helps the channel out a ton. All right, gang, I'm out for tonight. I will catch you guys later. And always remember,
I shot him 6 times.